I need everybody to be loud in this shit.
Sorry about that, folks. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! SPD! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Every day! Every day! Every day!
Believe! You know, I am not 5 minutes. I did it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, my best friend.
No, bro. I just hold straight. They think I'm somebody else.
Game is free to come and check. That's all we need.
They're like, I like your update. Get your ass in the best school. And that's the most money.
Oh, man. I drive up there. Never went to the truck. I remember one night.
Every day!
All day!
Every day!
No, but like, I like a way I've never actually experienced. I got you. That's how it is. It's garbage. Throw it away.
Wow, I'm so
There was like not that much.
Does anybody know what's happening on August 1st? No. Anybody know what's happening on August 1st?
I grew up.
So let's get to the street. What is it? School drive? On August 1st, there will be a school drive for kids in the South End and the CE. You guys need to remember that date, and then in August, we are going to be handing out tablets and laptops and school supplies to those who cannot afford it. And August 1st. 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 Y'all have August youth you know what I'm saying? On communities like the community, good job by Chester for Jesus. A lot of times when you see the flag out summertime, it's replacing the flag. If you have old computers, you can donate that. If you have old tablets, you can donate that. If you want to donate money, you can go to our Instagram and find the link for our Venmo and Cash App. That's, what is it, Seattle Evening March? Our Instagram is Seattle Evening March, and all of our information is in our bio, but you can also buy it. You can come help when we go give it out. You can buy school supplies. Also, you can come help give it out.
Like right by,
That's my kid. That's my daughter.
These hills there, y'all. Whoa, close! Coronavirus. Yeah.
Still be supporting Black Lives Matter. You can still be calling your city council, emailing your city council, and making sure that SPD is defunded by 50%, and the kids in school in black neighborhoods like Rainier Beach High School, Aki Karosi, Mercer Middle School are getting funding for their schools. A lot of kids out there don't even have Wi-Fi, some of them, to be able to be doing school during coronavirus. So please help us find the way.
My ability to chant has become impeded by the hill, y'all. Sorry. Rule number 1, keep up your cardio. I forgot that.
Take your time with this big ass.
The whole march gets quiet as we all enter our own personal contemplation of climbing the hill. Whew. For real, fam. That's the hill we're on. Whew. Knee brace to the rescue. Oh, yeah. Move left! Move left! Left! Move left!
We don't scale up.
You know, you guys are at my other place.
Oh, yeah, on my way back.
They were this movement with my other home.
Whew. Do the cops know about this protest? You'd have to check a scanner. There's no doubt that they do. I'm sure people have reported that we're marching around, but I don't know, they haven't been here yet. All right, look, collecting trash. We're taking care of ourselves. We're leaving no trace on our march. This is good stuff.
But he's going to come in like April. Yeah, he's real good friends with my brother. My brother is somebody, whatever. But he's a good friend with Chicken Out. Nice. And he keeps it local. He'll go to Showbox, Nemo's. I love it. God, we have to take a heel break, bro.
You know,
nobody can walk
I'm not an organizer. I can't tell you why this was chosen tonight. Every day! Every day!
But you see how my kid is fighting? She was here, she got to experience it. Because I was just like, man, I wish my kids were here with me.
Finally, the actual peaceful protest. I just have to point out, we're doing this twice a day. We do one in the morning and we do one in the afternoon, or in the evening. We're on the evening march right now. But the one in the morning starts around 8, and it's about the same. Thank you so much. It's about the same as this. And we do a picket out in front of the federal courthouse from 11 to 2 every day as well. And that's just people standing around with signs until their lunch hour is over, basically. Yeah, they're not talking about much because we're not doing much. I mean, you can see we're just kind of walking through the streets. Realistically, the only thing we're doing, which is annoying, is chanting. There may be parking cars in the intersection for a few minutes as we walk through. Black Lives Matter! Silence and violence. Move to the left. Move to the left. Not a lot of encrypted chatter tonight, good. Yo, Cal, what's up, baby? No, to the left means, because so we have cars with us tonight, right? And the cars are moving on the left or on the right side, depending on where they're going. And they're getting up into the intersections to block them off for us. So what we're doing is moving to the left and the right of the road to allow the cars behind us to come, kind of move forward and block off the next intersection as we move through, and that kind of stuff. So what we could really use to help this is a person with the megaphone in the back, right here with the cars, so that from the back you can yell out to direct the crowd left or right. It's a little bit hard for the crowd to hear what's being asked for by the cars behind us. So.
We are humans.
We're humans? Humans? Huh. Always causing trouble, those humans. And also, this is a significant hill for us to all climb, so we had to take a rest at the top. So, blocking off the streets, because take it to the streets, fuck the police. So now we're out. So we were on some smaller streets. Now we're on the larger streets. Larger streets require us as a group to be a bit more tightly packed together so that the cars can be tight with us and we're not really strung out all over the road. Yo, Nikki, baby, what's up? Thanks for being here tonight, Onyx. Thank you, mods. Thank you for taking care of the stream. Thank you for taking care of chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for welcoming new people in. It's hard for me to do when we're marching. It's inappropriate sometimes to talk over everybody else too, so there's that. Well, King County is Seattle. This is still in Seattle. We're actually in West Seattle.
That's y'all job. That's y'all job.
You guys got fancy stuff. How you do? But thank you for those biddies.
Okay, so if you just have a low-income neighborhood where none of the black people that live there are on any type of property, what do you think that school's gonna look like? Right, but here's the thing. Occupation looks like shit. Not a damn thing. But here's the thing, though. They got a $7 million sports field in the back.
Autopilot.
That hill.
Either way, it doesn't even matter. Either way. That's the problem. It doesn't matter. You're just spending money on sports fields instead of education. Here's the problem. So it's on us to make sure that shit ends.
Thank you.
It's literally on us to make sure that shit ends for these kids in this generation. I want him to know how to hammer and nails and shit before he ever gets to high school. So it's on us to do that shit to these kids now. It's too late for people to say, look, we're gonna up here and egg dump.
Going to a council member's house. Yeah, that's our plan.
Look, at the end of the day, I can give a fuck less about changing shit for me. I'm trying to change shit for the kids. I can give a fuck less about myself. I don't care about me. I care about the kids more than anything.
Yeah, you get a heartfelt thank you from me, of course.
It's on you allies, really, to go to these black neighborhoods and volunteer your time. Don't get paid for your time, go volunteer. Because it's going to take somebody outside of somebody looking like these kids to actually change their mind and change their life.
Yeah.
Black people have been trying to help these kids for years. Now it's time for somebody who doesn't look like this to help them and actually genuinely help.
Gotta watch those road turtles,
Don't go
yo.
there because you're getting paid to it, because the court told you to, or community does. Go there because your heart tells you to go there. Go there because you want to go there.
Do you like your favorite dog? You volunteer your time to do community service, fam.
We're all educated, clearly that's why we're all here, because we're all educated. So, none of y'all out here have an excuse of why, well, especially you allies, of why you're not going to these community centers. Because some of these community centers are still open in these black neighborhoods, let's be real. You ever seen over? Come in, come on.
You guys can volunteer at the UGM, that's in the South Center. You guys can volunteer at Street House, that's South Center, Columbus, there, something like that. Rotary Club.
No, I have a community center specifically for volunteers in the South Bay.
Hey, look, they just gave you guys plugs on how you allies can go get involved. Black people, like I said, these kids are used to people that look like them helping them. So they're not going to be too receptive to that help. They're going to be like, oh, you're just here because you look like me. You take one of you guys that don't look like them, they'll be like, well, you know what? Here, let's go somewhere outside of your neighborhood, something that you've never seen before, and take them somewhere and show them something different. That kid's going to go home and think about this.
Well,
You're going to change that kid's life.
I'm going to say that we do appreciate everybody that helps, but it is nice to see someone else who's coming to help, coming to help us. I know every time I'm looking, they love this shit out of me.
Well, kids love me. I don't know what you love. Kids love me. But that's all they're used to, those people that look like them. That's what they're used to. They know somebody black is gonna come save them or try to save them. They should know that one of you white people gonna come save them too. Come on. They should know that, but they should know like, oh look, well Dave, he's gonna come here with his wife Mary, and we're gonna go somewhere I've never been before.
Hell yeah!
I'm just saying, that should be that kid's thought. That should be that kid's thought. That's how that kid should be thinking. Yeah, we're going somewhere on another mission. Let's go. That's how that kid should be thinking. That's exactly how that kid should be thinking. So it's on us and you allies and you other black people to make sure that happens. That's it. That's all I got.
Charlena Laws! Charlena Laws! Charlena Laws! Charlena Laws!
When I say her name, I want you to say Atiana Jefferson. Say her name. Atiana Jefferson. Say her name. Atiana Jefferson. When I say her name, I want you to say Sandra Bland. Say her name.
Sandra Lamb!
Say her name.
Sandra Lamb!
When I say his name, I want you to say Boston Dean. Say his name.
Boston Dean!
Say his name.
Boston Dean!
When I say his name, you better say Trayvon Martin. Say his name.
Trayvon Martin!
Say his name.
Trayvon Martin! Trayvon Martin!
Say his name. I want you to say Emmett Till. Say his name.
Emmett Till!
Say his name.
Emmett Till!
They did not pass away when they were marching
dance a little bit? What?
Left! Move left!
Oh.
For the people on the back that didn't hear that, we lost one of our fighters this weekend. His name is Denon Kem. It's Dave Dev. Okay, the right way to say it is Den On. Den On Kem. Say their name. Den On Kem. Say their name. Den On Kem. Say their name. Den On Kem.
Snare drum's a nice touch. Yeah, the drum line is good. Sometimes it's better than other nights. Sometimes we have a fife, a whole drum and fife corps, and then a trumpet. Good times. I've only got 2 hands, so I can't do all the things I'd like to do out here. So there's that. Sad times. Somebody call the cops. Oh, year! Oh, year! Oh, year! Oh, year! Oh, year! Oh, year! Oh, year!
You say love, yes. Love, yes.
Love!
When I say yes, you say love, yes.
Love!
Yes.
Love!
Love,
Love!
yes. Yes.
Love!
When I say who do we protect, you say all allies. Who do we protect?
All allies!
Who do we protect?
All allies!
Just to be clear, a lot of people say that they're allies. I am thinking about the allies. I am thinking about the allies that are listening and the allies that are doing the work. Not just everyone else.
And the allies that are taking action are doing themselves. If you went to school here, pretty much anywhere in the northern hemisphere, y'all got some effed up education talking about black folks. When you are an ally, we are wanting you to educate yourself. If you went to school in Canada, in North America, in the United States of America, y'all got some pretty fucked up education saying
Yeah, you
that
did.
black people in America and in Canada started in slavery. That ain't true, y'all. Africa has kingdoms and majesties. They are a stolen people, not a slavery people. They are a stolen people of a racial genocide. Black people did not start in slavery. So please do your education and get informed. Different education. Don't let black people did not start in slavery.
Do something about it. Are you
Come on! Come on! Black Lives Matter! I think that woman on the phone on the porch just showed us her black boyfriend. So I don't know what to do with that. Gonna keep on marching. Yeah. Look at the moon up there. Look at that. Just look at that moon. What a beautiful moon for March, huh?
Revolutions happen in the fall, in the summer, it's too hot for but when the fall comes and we're short on food, and people are homeless, that's when the revolution will come. Revolutions happen in the summer.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here tonight. The West Seattle March here at Alki Beach. We're in the neighborhood. If you can join us, come down and join us.
Thank you. I moved into a place and found it in my garage just as I started coming out with these guys. I was like, all right, that works. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, straight up. There's knee pads in there too. Oh. You know, like.
All you black folks need to go to the dentist too. So we can be accounted for. See, because we can't come out and say Black Lives Matter and try to get money for ourselves when we can't even go be accounted for ourselves.
But can we talk about some reasons why black people don't do their law? Call me like a white man. When I told my whole life about you, and I know a lot of other black people. So it's often that black people will not be able to make our own.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look y'all, you know what it means. Don't pretend like you don't.
Yeah, so sad. Yeah.
Yo, Astrid, appreciate it. Thank you. Let's flip-flop you around again. Here we go. Kids in cages! Kids in cages! Kids in cages! No new youth jail! No new youth jail!
Yeah, that's his house.
No new youth jail! Shut it down! Black Lives Matter! Kids in cages! Shut it down! No new youth jail! Shut it down! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! To black communities! Go the protesters! No new youth jail! Jenny Durkin to resign! Left column!
Well, they are. No, they are. Honda's alarms are really fucking sensitive. Because I park on 15th, and then motorcycles go by. It turns out like I have to leave my house probably.
Someone get him to shut up.
4 times a month.
That's a car alarm.
I know. I'm joking.
Okay.
Out of your homes to turn off your car. Out of your homes to turn off your car.
They should really march with us instead of honking.
Use your fob! Turn off your car.
Out of your homes to turn off your car. Man of many
like Millionaire Village. That makes
Hey, to the right! To the right! To the right!
If you live in a district that's not in Dallas district, then you should be telling them, book your $17 million proposal. We are asking for 50%, which is $85 million. Lisa, I believe. Lisa is one of our council members, and she said, well, she said, we can't do it because we don't know where to make the cut. I know where the fuck to make the cuts. It's easy as fuck. And she said, well, it's a slow process. Okay, then put forward an $85 million proposal right now so we can get started on it. Why are you dragging your feet? There is no reason to be dragging your feet. And she said, well, that's 700 officers that we will have to fire. Who the fuck asked? I don't give a fuck. We are not accepting anything less than 50%. It is not a victory to get 13 million, 17 million, 16 million. That is absolute bullshit. And then they are also telling us where there are rules about firing people. People that have fucking criminal records, or they should have criminal records because they have killed people, committed war crimes. It should be easy to fucking fire them. I don't understand.
I almost pretty much guarantee that the rest of their budget is probably being spent. Let's be real. So that's the problem. When you take 85 million of that, half their budget that they have now, which is $85 million, take $85 million that they can be getting paid. That's what the real issue is. That's what that is. We're taking away from their salaries, their benefits, and their overtime by taking that 85 million, the full 85 million. They're okay with losing like 3% of that. They're okay with losing 3% of their total budget for the rest of this year. They're okay with it. When you go into big numbers like half, $85 million, that's a lot of money they just got paid. So that's what the, we don't know how to do this, fuck this, fuck. They're not even in our labor council. What does that matter for? You can definitely do what you need to do without having to control SPOG. Okay? So let's not get confused here. SPOG does not really have a say. We'll deal with SPOG in December when they're collective bargaining agreement. Don't worry. So that's why some of these council members be like, oh, well, it's impossible. We don't know where to do this. We don't know where to do that. No, you know exactly where to do it. You don't want to take money out of their pocket. In return, take money out of your pocket too.
Brad, I'm pretty certain we're going to the Herbal Council of State.
Nobody ever wants to talk about that because these politicians, let's be real. They voted for that shit last year, about a few years ago. To attack officers and so forth, literally. That 2% increase over every year. How the hell are the police officers making more than the people that they work for?
Come on.
Right? Lieutenant Brooks, that's out of the West Precinct, is the 7th highest paid officer in that city. He makes upwards of like $400,000 a year. Who else makes that? Anybody else out here make that?
Now?
Huh? That's the problem. How the hell do you make more than the public deserve? And see how I'm going to That's exactly. And then they're going to take our money and our tax dollars to fund their little interlock fund to bail the city out. When really, it was a federal thing, like a pandemic put us in this recession. So by law, you can get federal funding for that. You can use that to pay for your interlock fund to bail the city out, It's all federal funding, all this. Don't take from the people, take from the government. They got the resources for it, why not use it? They're saying, I mean, they got enough resources to come out here and knock us all up and take us to jail and do all that. Why can't they?
Let's never, the reason they're fighting the 85 million is because they're saying they don't have that and that's not in our house. So they doubted us, and now they're like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do? I don't know, figure it the fuck out.
Figure it out.
I won 85 million because that's what you were supposed to have.
It's time to join, y'all. The time is but it's time to join. Educate yourself. Join the march. Educate. Back to Black community. We're not just a hip hop. We're not just a suffix. Get in line.
Shut it down!
She would say, right? Like people
Black Lives Matter!
then I can come to info. But when she's just not
Black Lives Matter!
fucking all good. Yeah. Thank you though, it is great to give people the info. Especially when people are taking videos. I say, wait, no, don't just take your video. Let me give you the info on your video so that people can get to it when they watch the video. What info are you getting?
The CIA mark.
I'm giving out that
Come on, Miss Lady, bring your cell phone out here. Come on, Miss Lady, bring your cell phone out here.
Our Instagram is Ghetto Evening March. Also on August 3rd, that's when you can sit in your ballot, or that's the last you can sit in your ballot, so you could be doing it before then. Sorry guys, I'm getting a lot of things when it has to accept a lot of context. That's August 4th. That's the last day you can put your ballot in your drop box. August 4th.
Yeah, it does. Your vote counts. You guys got to get out and vote. If you can. Voter suppression is real, but if you can vote, you should be out voting.
Need like 5 more.
Come join us!
Silence is violence!
I think the limit is if you have more than 6 windows in the front of your home, you pay stamp. It's between 6 and 8.
I've always used the house last. Why have a home that big when you got an awesome camper like that? Down by a river? Yeah. How the house is terrible. I saw a video of a guy living in a van. He's still living in a van. I had a bunch of friends that do Green Street Base Jumping that do that. Perfect. I
was so close to minimalism before the pandemic, and then I bought one.
Alright, we all remember the 81st that they will
Now Constantine.
Let's do a little bit of chanting for this. So, not in 5 years. Not in 5 years. Do it now. Do it now. No new youth down. No new youth down. Shut it down. 5 years. Do it now.
No new youth jail. Shut it down.
But what do you also do? Wait, hold for the conversation. I want to be there.
Those pillows were fucking brutal, yeah.
If you have a disability, you can sit down though.
Do you have an idea of why we're here today?
Sure.
Do you know why?
Well, first of all, I've been following the NAGPRA protest, so I'm visiting a lot of the city council after the police protests we had. But I know that, because we heard it right up there, the demand is to close the now, rather than phasing it in, phasing it out for 5 years. And there are lots of people calling for that. I've been working with a lot of people who helped us reduce the number of youth in detention by a very large amount over the course of the last 10 years, from 84 when I took office to 22 today. And we're going to keep working toward that goal that we set for zero youth detention. It requires us to create new alternatives that don't exist right now, for young people to become adults and legal. And I'm sorry.
Is it not just the youth
Well, we've been reducing the number of youth in detention for 20 years. We started off even before I joined the King County Council in 2001, and reduced it from nearly 200 to 84 to 43 before COVID to as low as 19 last week. And there's been,
What's the point of the new youth department? Why aren't there kids inside the new youth shelter? We know there are children in there right now.
they've been ordered there by judges. I'm not in charge of who gets admitted. I'm not in charge of who is allowed to leave. What I can do is help create that figure
that the judges will be competent enough to send the young people
So what
to.
are these alternatives that you could
So, for example, and some of you probably know about community programs like Community Passageways and Choose 180. Those are the kinds of programs that we've been trying to work with community members to build and make more robust so that they're able to divert more and more kids out of detention and into a program where they can be mentored in the community and kept safe in the community outside of detention. The old youth detention facility has been demolished. It was built in 1953 with 212 beds. The new one was opened with 112, and I, as you may have seen, am proposing immediately investing to reduce that by quite a bit more so we can put more space into community-based programs. One of them that's already there outside of detention in the building is called FERS, and it's a place where young people have been picked up by the police because of the domestic violence incident in the household, can go, can receive counseling. They're not in detention, but they're somewhere where they can be safe until the family can work out their challenges. And we are inviting community organizations to request to be able to use space there where young people can come out of the criminal legal system, out of detention, and into a program that can surround them with support that they need, including the ability to be with their families if their family is able to help care for them as they await trial or as they're transitioning back into their life in school.
So how is that any different from jail? So they're held there, correct?
They're held there,
Are
and
they able to leave?
no, if you're in detention, you can't leave
That's
until the
right.
judge says you.
That's what I
And
thought, so
that
I
is
didn't
that is not something that I can control, but I can't control what the environment is like while they're there and what we can invest in programs that the judges will have enough confidence in that they will be willing to forego detention, awaiting trial, and allow kids to go into the
So then what's wrong with just closing it now and building and repurposing it for something that actually benefits the kids in their own community?
Why would you these alternatives have to take 5
Right.
years?
Well, no, the request was made to close it for 5 years in writing, and I responded to that by saying yes. But I also said we should be able to do it sooner than that if the entire community and the judges, prosecutors, the defender, the county council, the police, everyone cooperates in finding alternatives, even the police. And part of the reason that the adult and the adult and youth numbers have been declining is because we have prevailed upon the police not to bring us cases that people who should not be taken into the criminal legal system.
No kids should be taken in whatsoever.
There should always be a diversion program for them.
They
Something
are
other than
kids. They are
So,
kids.
and of course, the challenge is that I think 5 of the kids are in there right now charged with murder. Several of them are charged with rape and rape of a child. And the judges have been very clear that they are not willing to let them go back into the community prior to standing trial unless we have a much stronger set of protections around those kids when they're not in detention than is available right now. So my plea is for us to figure out how to build that, how to create it, so that we don't have to wait 5 years, but that we can do it much sooner.
You've also said that we are just coming up with this 5-year number. Way back when we came with the no new youth deal, we were not a part of that, but then you have people like Michael Renaissance, Nikita Oliver, Darrell Davis, and other people who continue to say no new youth deal, but yet you still build one. And on top of building one, you've built one that has rooms where there are no windows. So you are putting kids, young kids in elementary school up to high school, and even sometimes younger, into places that have no windows. So you're literally just torturing our kids, and you have Like, what do you have to say about that? Because this 5-year thing is only because y'all built it when we've told you from the get-go, way back when,
Yep.
to not build it. And then you keep putting the number up and up. When did you come into office?
Actually, the number's going down and down.
No, you put the number of how
2009.
much it cost.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
The number of how much it costed raised.
Yeah.
Correct?
Because of delays. So the building was $240 million ultimately. Most of the building is not detention. Most of the building is courtrooms, meeting rooms. The
I've seen it. I'm aware.
And the majority of the work they do there is on the civil side. It is parenting, it is family law, it is, and this is obviously a big challenge in the community, but it is foster placements. It is all of that work that has nothing to do with the criminal charge. What we're trying to do is reduce the use.
No, real quick though, sorry to cut you off, but in the beginning, you called this a family and children center, but it was a jail from the get-go. And that same wording that you were trying to tell us right now is the same wording back then when people voted on it to try to confuse them. Be honest with us. We are not stupid. You are using the same things you guys have been using for almost a decade now. That's not okay.
So the center was brought forward by people who are in fact advocates for young people in the system to try to bring together all of the processes and programs that affect families and kids. To try to resolve, just like the FERS program, to resolve challenges in the home so that families are able not to have their kids go into the criminal legal system or out into a foster placement, but to reconcile and to move on. Whether working perfectly or not is clearly, open. No, I'm sorry.
I want to touch on something that you said, because you just said actually in this interaction that what you have in your control is the environment of these children, right? And then we go on to speak about how there are cells in there without any windows. So that's something that was within your control. Am I wrong?
I don't know that there are cells without windows. I mean, the rooms themselves don't have windows.
How can you be in
That is
charge of
that.
the environment?
Units are-
How can you be in charge of the environment if you're not going into it to make sure what's being done needs to be done and to make sure that these are actually places that kids can be in?
And especially that
In there. You should be going in there.
So if you control the environment in which these kids are in, how to rebuild, you're trying to find alternative ways to rebuild.
We are trying to find alternative ways to rebuild.
So how about you do this? How about you repurpose it to like a little trade school for them while they're there? See, or
That is a
you give
great
them a great,
idea.
that's,
Yes.
it's been a great idea, but you guys decided to take that out of schools a long time ago.
So,
That's why these kids
we
are,
built-
that's why they have people like you now who chooses these kids' environment because you guys decided to fund jails and prisons instead of funding their education before they got to you guys in jails and prisons.
I have a question. So you get to control the environment of these kids. Are you in these kids' lives prior to this? Are you in the environment? What makes you the person that gets to decide what kind of environment they have?
We are assigned the responsibility of dealing with whatever the court directs, and they direct us to detain adults and
Are you
youth.
in the community?
I am, well, no, I've lived in this town for 60 years. But if you're asking whether I've met each of these kids before they got involved in the criminal legal system, the answer is no.
I'm asking you, are you involved in these black and brown communities prior? I'm talking about the South End. I'm talking about the Central District. I'm talking about West Seattle. How are you involved? Because if you're making the decision for what environment they need to be in, you need to know what type of kids they are. You need to know where they come from.
So you should understand them before they get to that
The
environment.
racism they have had to go through in these cities because of what is happening in the system. You need to understand that. Just like we were saying, you need to walk through the youth jail and you need to go through all of that to analyze it.
I would love for you to come see the work that we are doing through our early childhood programs, for our work with school-age kids to help prevent the challenges and the alienation that causes them to leave school, whether they get kicked out or whether they leave, and the work that we're doing to help young people, teenagers, transition into adulthood through that starts with
I'm
kids.
hearing a lot of we, but you just said yourself that you got a lot of them.
I
So there's
created
more,
that program.
okay, let me see. So there's a lot of you, but
You
you yourself,
gotta know
you
yourself.
yourself,
You
you
gotta know
created a
yourself,
program
G.
for kids that you don't know anything about.
Come on.
How are you
Obviously,
doing that?
And then also,
I am not the person designing the program. I am the elected leader who recognizes the problem. When I've got money to
I think you should also be real with yourself with terminology, because you just said these rooms are like X, Y, and Z. They're not rooms, they're cells. And you are giving yourself a break by calling them rooms.
and then also,
With
wait,
no
get
window.
real. Wait,
Get
real
real.
though.
Stop giving
You
yourself
were
a
telling
break.
us
Stop convincing
to
yourself
come
that
and
something it's not.
you were telling us to come and see, which we will take you up on
Thank
that. We will be there either
Matter of
this
fact,
week
give
or
us your
next
number and
week.
whatnot, and we can connect. And
I mean,
figure
I
it
know
out.
everybody has my number.
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
no.
no.
You want a personal cell
Funny
phone
man.
number, just like
He's a
Alex,
funny man.
Hold on, let me see something.
just like Alex Peterson gave to us, Tammy Morales, the list goes on. But what we're saying is, we will be at the Youth Detention Center either this week or next week with you, going and meeting the kids, going and seeing the programs. Is that a promise on your end?
Yeah, I don't know if we can go inside detention. I mean, I really don't. I
But
don't think
I've gone in before with community
with community
passageways,
passageways, right?
so why
They're-
can't we go
they're-
now?
They're, like,
Here
you
you
can
go.
go with the community passageways.
We don't want your
I
office
can
number.
go.
We got that number for sure.
No,
It's
no,
already saved
everybody's
in there.
got my.
Sir, make sure you're not putting the
Yeah, can you not put his number on the board?
Make sure he's not sending your number to the cops.
He better
Look
not.
at what he's typing.
The cops have our numbers, honestly, that's our last concern.
And they know our faces, they know who we are.
They know us.
And then on top of that, when you're telling us about these kids, we are these kids.
I was in
TK
the
went
old
through
detention
Choose
center.
180, and when you're talking about these kids, I run a Black and Brown Youth Center in Rainier Beach with Urban Impact. Partners with Community Passageways, we know these families, and that is why we are so passionate about it. Because when we're talking about all of this Black Lives Matter and all of this, at the end of the day, it's not going to affect us as much as these kids that we used to be. And this is what we're fighting for. And so when you're talking about these children, not only are these the children we used to be, but these will be our children.
Come on.
Are the children.
I got an idea. I got a suggestion. So, since you don't have no clue as to what these black kids in these black communities need, and you're just oblivious to them because you've never spent time in those communities to even understand it, how about you bring us to the table with you to help you understand them?
I would
Come
love
on.
to do that.
Yeah. How about you bring us to the
I
table to
would
help
love
you
to do
understand
that.
them?
That's what I'm inviting you to do.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're getting confirmation that
So-
that's what this is.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What time works in the
We
next?
can hash
But
that out. We can hash that
before
out.
that meeting, I would like to call you out that pointing out that activists are helping you create that. That's a tactic to say, haha. Also pointing out the fact that these kids made mistakes, 5 of them that you pointed out, that's a haha as well. And if you thought those things were going to change our minds, they don't. And I don't like those tactics. I don't like the way they're trying
I'm
to shut
telling
us
you,
down.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you I don't have the ability to close detention. I need everybody to come along, create the programs, and for the judges and prosecutor to agree that the programs are sufficient to be able to rely on them.
Okay.
I really do, that is a fact.
Okay, but you might not have complete power to do that, but your word is good. It's a lot of your word is a lot of power. Though.
By saying
Your word
I am
is a lot of
challenged-
power.
by
You're
by
saying you
putting
wanna
up
do
those
it
dates
now.
and saying we're closing this, that we're closing the downtown Seattle
You
adult
are. That's
jail.
what you said.
I'm
Make it-
challenging all of those people, the actors in the system, to have to come to the table and help us make it happen. Because if you just say, we think we need to do this,
That's just what they're talking about.
we have to make everybody come to the table and make it happen.
When you're talking about the actors in the system, are you talking about the children?
No, I'm talking about the judges,
The politicians.
I'm talking about the prosecutor and the public defender. I'm talking about all the people who need to get on board. And a lot of them, they've got the right instinct, but it's hard for them to let go of the status quo. And in order to do that, you have to set a date out there, you have to challenge it, and you have to make people think much, much more creatively than they've been able to before. And I'm, this is, oh yeah.
Back to the youth jail, we've got a viewer here, Joey Weiser, who everybody knows. Joey says that, according, you were talking about how these kids, they're murderers and blah, 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 and they need to be in the youth jail. The police are murderers all the time, and they have a bad
Not only are those police officers not in jail cells, they are still in the force. They are still in the
and they're not children.
Still treated like heroes, still called to protect communities. That is the last person I want to call on to come
So
and
you
protect.
can't forgive a kid. You can't forgive a kid, but you can
Forgive
forgive a
these
full-ass
adults.
And you can
who
still
signed up for that
not
job.
only let them walk around in the community, but so-called protect the community. You guys keep them with guns. And I know what you're about to say. I don't have any power. But we're saying and challenging you on the statements that you just made.
So, 3 things. One, yes, I can forgive a kid. I can't be the person to let them out, but I can forgive them. But more important than that, we created an entire new system of inquest with the help of many families of people who have been killed by the police. And we are waiting for the opportunity to use that to get to the truth of what actually happened that night. And we have been sued by many cities, by the King County Sheriff's Office, and the city of Seattle dismissed their suit against us, and I thank them for that. But we have to beat these guys in court so that we can get on with that inquest process. And so the families of Carlina Lyles and Tommy Lay and everyone, yes, and everyone who has been killed at the hands of the government, the state, will have an opportunity to have a free and fair airing of the facts. And that was a very difficult process to get people to go through, and one police organization was going to participate. Most were not. But it is absolutely critical for us to get that going. The third thing is that in this year's, in the opportunity presented by this year, we are asking that the King County Sheriff engage with us in a process in the urban unincorporated area to create a very different model of public safety, to work with communities like White Center, like Skyway, the 2 biggest urban unincorporated communities, to create a new way, a community-driven way of having safe communities. And we're going to be able to put funds into the human services, the public health, the community organizing work that is going to allow us to create that, and I hope it will create a model for other jurisdictions.
Well, I hope you're firing those racist sheriffs too before you do all that.
Oh, can I
hope you start there too. Specifically Mike Brown. Specifically, start there.
What about your personal security team employee member, Mike Brown, who shared All Lives Matter? Do you have a comment on that?
That he has been put by the sheriff on
administrative leave.
on
Yeah, we know.
leave, and
Hey,
he works for the sheriff.
We're paying for his leave right now. Yeah.
He works for the sheriff, and he says that they are doing an expedited investigation which will lead to whatever the conclusion can be, and then there will undoubtedly be lawsuits after that.
So you didn't really share your comment on that.
Oh, it was outrageous, and I was incredibly disappointed.
Do you think he should be fired?
Like that.
Do you think he should be terminated?
I do think that the facts support him being terminated.
What about Molly Clark attempting to murder Dennis over? What are your thoughts on that? Molly Clark, badge number 5677.
Is that King County or
Yes,
Seattle?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Molly Clark, badge number 5677.
Where does that happen?
On the corner of
Ford and Howard.
Right, the same day that
July 3rd.
July 3rd, around, I believe it was like 11:37 p.m. was the second day that she had been following us and calling us racial slurs. She ran through us, then tried to do a U-turn, and as she was doing a U-turn, one of our car brigades protected us by T-boning her, and then she called the police to come and save her butt, even though we were not doing anything to her. We were worried that she had a gun. And within about a week, she put in her papers and was safely walked away. Nothing has happened to her, even though she's tried to continue to, or prior to that, she had said all these racist slurs, and then she tried to hit us. That's not okay. And
No,
now
of course
things still aren't being done. Can you look into that? And by looking into that, I mean help her put her behind bars. Watch the video.
We don't want to hear anything about the OPA because if I hear those
Oh,
three
boy,
letters
I'm
one
walking
more
off,
time,
man. I'm outta
they
here if
are
I hear the
purely
OPA.
useless when it comes to these situations. Molly Clark should have been arrested
That
the
same day.
second that the police arrived there, whether she called them or not. She tried to kill us, period. She walked away free, no handcuffs.
Getting retirement right
Went
now and
back
everything.
to her town, and her town started to give death threats to us,
Yes,
the victims.
Maple Valley, Washington.
The victims.
So you guys, babies, I want to stay focused on this Scottsdale. So back to what we were talking about, we're gonna take you up on that offer,
I think there's
and
To the table.
we would like to see. That does not mean we're in cahoots.
no. I
You ain't even
understand
gotten
that.
it.
After all this time, I understand that with everyone, we're working together where we can. And it doesn't mean that we're on the same team. But I have to, again, say that it is going to take an entire community effort to be able to close these camps. It's going to take an entire community effort to be able to close down the downtown Seattle jail.
I see a community right here.
So you have your job.
Okay,
Do your
we
job.
are doing that. When you were, last thing real quick, when you were talking about not knowing the kids, please take time to get to know them. What is it, tomorrow at noon, Rainier Beach Community Center? I know there will be a lot of kids having conversations there. I would hope you'd show up for that.
Yeah, you
And I should say, I mean, I am underselling this if I said I didn't know any of the kids. We've gone through many, peacemaking circles, opportunities to sit and with officials, with community advocates, and with youth who've been involved in the system, who were currently involved in the system, and discuss all day what has gone on in their lives, what has been fair and unfair about the system, how we can make things better for the next kid who runs into a police officer, and make that an opportunity to keep them in school. Yeah.
When you're saying about this, are you talking about prior or after?
Well,
And when they're talking about better the next one, what about the kids right now who are crying out
Why
for
do we have to
help?
worry about the next kid? Why are we trying to put kids in jail still? Like, that should be the last thing from that should be the last thought on our minds right now. We keep putting kids in jail.
Yeah.
Especially jail cells that don't have no windows or rooms, as you call them. That's not a room.
Which is why
That's not their room.
which is
That is a
Go
cell.
ahead.
And from what I'm hearing, so this your plan is to close the adult jail, move them, and we're finished building that youth jail, and then put the adult jail there, and just because that where the jail stands right now is worth that property's worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
we know
also-
it is. Yeah.
So let's
There's
talk
also
about
a really
that when
bad
we see you.
facility.
Yeah, let's talk about that
We'll
when
have
we
a
see you.
conversation. And so I challenge you that when we see you, you actually have ways to be more involved, because there should not be 4 black people standing here telling you how to get
Or
involved.
educating
You should be doing that yourself. So we will be calling you tomorrow, and we will be getting involved with this whole process.
For sure.
Thank
And
you
I
for
expect
your
to
time.
see you noon tomorrow, Rainier Beach Community Center.
Okay. Thank you for coming all the way out here and up the hill.
Oh, we
I
planned
know
on
that was
that hill wasn't gonna stop us.
Get hurt. I
We
personally
literally embody
like to
all
do
day,
that.
every day. We literally are the embodiment of all day, every day. That hill wasn't gonna stop nobody but people who really don't mean what they say. We really mean what
Thank
we
you for
say.
coming out.
And thanks to everyone.
Do better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
If the numbers are decreasing, why are there more rooms in this new youth jail?
112
There are
beds.
fewer. There's barely half as many.
But there's 112.
There's 100 and how much?
112.
Yeah, and how many numbers do we got?
We're down to 22 now.
22
We got
kids.
19 last week.
So are we planning for more bodies or what's going on?
That's this January.
It's built to be made smaller and smaller. And what I said last week is I'm going to put in the proposed budget capital funding to move the secure door back and to move more space into community programs outside of the campus.
Come on, we need that conversation
I know.
tomorrow.
And that's why we designed it that way, because the whole plan is to keep reducing and reducing and reducing to get to zero.
Come on.
All right.
The numbers were going down when you went to bed.
Thanks for taking your time to talk to us tonight.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Right on. Good luck tomorrow.
She's me. She's Seattle. I thought she was about to like, she's not gonna kill it.
All right, so thanks for being here with us, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the dark side of the rainbow as we came down to talk to a city council person about what's going on. Hopefully you got a chance to hear most of that conversation, hear the back and forth between the community and the city council, and, you know, that was a good response. I think, you know, what can you do? You're going to have people come down and talk to you. I think you come out from your house, you talk to them, and you say words which are sincere and meaningful. I think if you want to lead a city of a diverse city like ours, and I recognize we're an overwhelmingly white city, but nevertheless, we're still a diversity, and if you want to lead it, you have to come out in the streets and talk to the people when they come and talk to you. So kudos to the city council member for doing that with us, and, you know, good job on us for all coming down here and, you know, being mindful of our presence and being mindful of our position here, and being respectful of the neighborhood and the people who live here in a general sense. Like, we're asking them to come and join us to be sure, but, you know, and we're yelling at them to do it. But, you know, we're respectful of them as people and what they're doing. So, you know, I don't know what you... hold on, you guys are way the heck over here. Now that we're marching, you have to come back over here. Again. Can you be on my chest? Okay, here you go. All right, so now that we're back on my chest, I think you're in the right spot. All right, so thanks for being here. All right, that's how you do it. You walk down, you talk to the city council people, you march in the streets, you say the words, and you do the things. It's street activism, y'all. This is the direct kind of action that makes a difference in our lives. It makes a difference in the lives of the people we advocate for, and it makes a difference in the lives of the people who are just sitting around in these houses listening and watching. Hell yeah. Oh, hey Onyx, thank you. They're at the Sacred Piggy Fence in Portland? Yeah, I bet they are. The Portland situation is very, very different than what's going on here.
I post on my story exactly when I will be signing materials. Tomorrow I'll be there about 1:30 to 3. But you can be there without me, like I said. There's people out there as early as 11 today. So to those of you that were...
It was a constructive conversation, I thought so.
Let's finish this strong. Thank you.
You just watch people kiss through their masks? Oh my god, imagine if you were here and we kissed through our masks.
If it's James or 6th and James by the highway, that's generally where we start, and depending on our numbers, they branch out from there to different intersections. But like I said, it generally happens after the morning march. So if you follow it on Instagram, I do live updates of when the morning march is.
Also, if one of you here with the flyer, please see me and find this. Find me, give me the flyer for Saturday. It'd be super good.
If you would like to follow that and get those updates through the story. Like I said, let's finish this strong.
Also, I do want to acknowledge, we have been meeting with council members throughout this week. We will continue to meet. We will be back. We will continue to meet.
All right, look, if I win my election to city council, y'all, these guys are gonna have a hard time coming to my apartment. Talk to me. We may not be happy to come out and chat, but you know.
But more important, we are continuing to fight this fight. There are no bad protesting, but when we are protesting,
Onyx,
we are not
thank you for this up, baby.
We are
What's going on August 1st? August 1st is a vote on to defund the police department for the rest of the year.
Everyone pull on their phone right now.
Right? So the budget is done for 2021. The budget is done in August. I mean, in the fall of 20. So right now they want to defund it for the rest of this year, and then we want to have a meeting after that to defund it for next year too.
Seattle Evening Night March. Seattle Evening March. Seattle Evening March. Follow it. Instagram, Twitter.
I don't know, yeah, local.
Real quick, Tati, can you come to the front?
She's busy.
Come and explain they to you. I mean, what does that mean?
Food or water? Sorry, I can't.
That's okay.
Helping give back to the community. There are things called Cash App and Venmo that are supporting our Black body. So if you go to Seattle,
Everyone's pretty good at this. I've gone through twice. So I think at this point,
Thank you.
we already ate all the first thing to check. I think they're okay.
Yes, love that we wear helmets. We still need helmets. That we have water. Sometimes we will do vigils. Money goes to the vigils. No, we have jobs and some of us are getting time taken away from our jobs. Some of us are losing our jobs because we believe Black Lives Matter. Are taking away our jobs because we are out here doing stuff. So if you believe in us and believe in meeting with council members, going to budget meetings, you will be donating. Even like tithing for all you Christian Catholics. What's left? Judas.
I don't want to waffle.
That was wrong.
Oh my Lord. Stop there, I think.
Whatever you believe in. Whatever you believe in.
Right, there's
God.
That sounds like a you problem.
That is way
Colorism in America.
But y'all, in reality, please be donating. We cannot do this without y'all. Because if you see us right now, Black bodies are tired. We need our white accomplices. So please step up and do the work. Black bodies have been here for a damn long time doing the work, and it's time for everyone to do the work. Let's roll out.
Autobots, roll out. Black Lives Matter! All right, we're back on the march. Marching back to where we came from, presumably. Thanks for being on the stream tonight, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us in the march. Thanks for being here. Virtually speaking. It's a cute neighborhood. You know, overgrown plants and yards and shit. You know how it is.
You're attacking me right now. You're
This is super dank out here, y'all.
I'm talking about. Hell no. Hell no.
I fucking love your message. I'm about it. I'm a teacher. I teach out my school. What's your first time? I'm like, I'm like, that's where it's fucking starts.
It starts in the schools, bro, because you don't teach the school, they're going to prison for sure.
Look, I had a student, that's a very personal story, but I had a student who was raped back in
You want some more?
I heard from his
I rolled that out.
and that shit started from him. I mean, it started with him.
You know, the dankness, I know, right? God damn. I'm happy to talk about English later.
Because you can train so many kids like that. If you can notice the telltale signs of an abused child.
So like I get that training as a special educator. So gen ed teachers don't.
But that's what I'm saying, general education teacher, every teacher,
they don't know
if you want to be a teacher, you need that training, period. That training needs to be available for anybody who wants to be a teacher. It needs to be a mandatory thing for teachers. Because teachers are mandated the course, and if they can catch that shit early enough, they're all just getting it. Teachers caught on and the system fucking failed. And that's why I be pushing so hard for teachers. I was Gabriel Fernandez, I just didn't do shit for it. Yeah. I was Gabriel Fernandez, I just didn't do shit for it. So the fact that his teachers noticed, his teachers took the time and cared and noticed, and the system failed him. But if more teachers, the system's gonna, this is gonna change that system too.
It will.
That's
what I mean. It's gonna be invested in
the system failed my mom too because she told him not to finish the book to live like that because she knew that was gonna happen, and they did it anyway. And that's what happened.
And they did it anyway. They did it anyway. And you didn't have anywhere else to go because there was no other resources in the community.
I was already living with we were already wasn't living with our relatives, you could have just left us there. Do the whole process. Didn't have to
I can't. That specific student I'm talking about was already living with his grandma, and they plucked him out of there.
And that's what I'm saying, though. The system, the way it is right now, is designed.
Who said go home? It's too late for all that bullshit. You better shut your ass up. You don't want this problem.
This ain't what you want.
This is not what you want. I don't want to hear not a now, not a from you.
You go home. Inside your door. 5 feet away.
This is a stolen land.
Get off the Waller's land.
Go home to Europe.
Hey, Dale didn't tell us to go home. You never did tell us to go home.
Why are you recording that?
Hey, hey. Hey, shut your ass up. Don't respond to her. Take your ass in the house.
Move along. Not your business. Let's go.
Hey, let her finish that, bro.
These hills, dog. God damn.
No, what doesn't make sense is the numbers is going down while we got more.
It was just very unfortunate that we had to educate him in those ways because I thought that those were pretty common points that were making there. That was something that in his position,
There's more than 8
already thought of all of those things. Like, how can you relate to a community and decide what's best for their children if you don't even know where these kids come from? If you don't even know the environment that they come from, but you are deciding the environment that they go to? What the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense to me. That was very disappointing. Like Tasha said, he did not appreciate the way that he tried to justify those kids that are currently inside the jail by saying, oh, well, 5 of them are murdered. 5 of them are murdered. I don't know, more than 5 months.
Oh, I messed that up. They're full moon now. Pretty big. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black... Oh my gosh. Tails out. Hell yeah.
No
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Every day I'll be chasing him around the school. Every day I'll be chasing him down in the grocery store. He'll be running amok. He will be calling through complaining. You know, and one day she's
No new youth jail! Black Lives Matter!
No racist USA. I said no cops. No KKK. No racist USA. No KKK. No racist USA. No KKK. No
Fam, the gimbal. The gimbal is so upset at me. The gimbal is telling me that it's not happy. The gimbal demands power. It demands it. And yet, fam, my battery is not set up in a position to provide the juice that I need to it right now. So as we walk, I shall attempt to do what I've never done before, which is fucking plug it in while we're walking. Goddamn. All right. Oh my God, am I gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Nope. Oh shit, there you go. Are you able to, let me save you. Okay, you're on the charger now. Yay, gimbal. Every day! Every day! Every day! Every day! Cops in a racist system. No bad cops in the revolution. No bad cops in the... Wait, no good cops in the racist system. I am all over it. Black Lives Matter! Yeah!
Everybody want to top of themselves? I'm more happy than everybody else. This motherfucker, I'm back.
Apparently, allegedly.
Don't attack my friend.
We all we got. We all we got. We all we got. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. Who got our back?
We got our backs! We got our backs! We got our backs! No, the drums can't stop. Why do they stop when we start marching? What's up? Take accountability! Take accountability! Take accountability! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Pigs in cages! Also kids in cages. Fucking pigs. Shut it down! Black Lives Matter! No new youth jail! Youth jail! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black youth! Black youth! Black criminals! Black criminals! Black sex workers! Black sex workers! Black people with mental illness! Black people with mental illness! All black people! All black people! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
I felt like that was necessary to do.
All black people.
I gotta do that.
Not just the fact that white people
Lives Matter?
Are taking away the standard of beauty for all black people is because they are the closest thing to white and black that there is. And y'all need to shut that shit down. That is not a fucking compliment. You need to get that from a white person. It is not a compliment. And we're gonna shut down colorism at the same time. Because it's about damn time.
You are not oppressed because of the simple fact that you feel like you do not fit in with black and white people. You do not get to say that you are going through more than black people and more than white people. That's because you feel like you don't fucking fit in. That's your privilege. That's your privilege.
Come on.
There is no such thing as reverse colorism. That is not a thing. The same way there is no such thing as reverse racism.
If you mix with black, you are black. I'm sorry.
You need to stop letting this country tell you who the real good black people are, who the beautiful black people are. You need to call your friends out who fetishize light-skinned babies. You know who the fuck they are. You need to call out your friends who love to say black people so don't show up with black lives and shit. You know who they are. Call them the fuck out.
Also call them out on their shit. Just because you have black babies does not mean you are not racist. I'm speaking from a personal experience of a white mom who has 4 black kids and is very fucking racist. Just because you have sex with black people, just because you have black friends, co-workers, whatever it is, that does not mean you are not racist.
Come on. Come on.
Had sex with black women. They were still racist, y'all.
Popping holes in condoms.
I thought y'all very quiet.
Hey, come on. I'm not saying it happened to me. I'm just saying from my friends about this.
Every day! Every day! Every day! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Which I love you for. I know, I never have my phone.
I've never seen that happen in public.
My phone always does.
You need to get like a brick. Yeah. You can just use mine because you seem to always use it. You have a portable
Black Lives Matter! All the protesters! Dahlia. Hey, Fee, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. Oh, you're taking off, Fee. Good night. If I didn't see you at the time, I'm sorry. You know, it's hard for me to stay present on the chat, fam. Sorry about that. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs, thank you for the biddies, thank you for the donations, all the stuff. Thank you for the retweets and the links and the cross post and that kind of stuff. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all supporting, you know, your local Chan streamer. Unbeknownst to you, perhaps. Nevertheless, it's the nature of things. We've been like 2 hours, 2.5, or like 3 hours maybe, I think.
I thought he was always there's no rocks in Seattle. You notice that? That's for a reason. You gotta take all these here now. I'm not saying you should not take them out. She won't be bringing up something.
Also doesn't have to be the purpose of the car. Yeah, well, yeah, don't thought about that. It happens. I thought, she's so scary.
Thanks, man. No one ever told me that.
Hey, Hunt, is your walkie actually working? Because
Part where you're not going to hear security, it's different.
Okay.
So that's why I tried to yell, hoping that they could hear me and move
yeah, I'm
over,
just trying to talk to people and tighten the car brigade up because
that motorcycle got right through.
Yeah, it got right through, and we need to stop not just fucking cars. We need to
no,
stop,
absolutely. I literally put my body in front of that motorcycle, and he said, "What are you, a fucking cop?" And I said, "No, sir, but I need you to stop." And he literally like tapped me on the motorcycle and blasted me.
See, if he didn't have a visor on, that's when I fucking take out my bear mace and I fucking mace him.
Yeah.
Because I don't do with that shit. Yeah, no,
I don't have any mace on me.
I got bear mace. I don't fucking fuck around. That shit'll permanently blind me.
You need to make sure this is tight enough for a motorcycle. I don't know.
What's going on? So we just had a vehicle drive through. It was a motorcycle came through on the side, through the cars and everything. So we're just trying to get the cars a bit more tight so we can prevent any more vehicles from driving through. And that is.
I'm Brad. Also Uncle Breezy.
So I always shot up and around these first.
I'm August.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Miracle. I'm Miracle. I'm Abba. Hi,
I'm Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
I'm Dina.
Hi, Dina.
I'm black. I don't know. I'm here. So I don't know I don't know what's going on. Oh no, they're doing everything for me.
Hi, I'm Dahlia.
I'm K-Mo.
Hi, K-Mo.
Fight brigade and I make
That ignorant. Okay, when you give a warning thing, you're gonna be ignorant. I think you're really bad.
Oh my God!
You've never given a warning before, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. No, dude, I was very curious. I was excited to hear it. I was expecting more. Dude, I'll say that. I was like, I think there's a lot.
You got the power.
You got the power. Chosen you youth jail.
Don't be a coward.
Don't be a coward.
You got the influence.
You got the influence. You got the power. Close the new youth jail. Don't be a coward. You got the influence. You got the power. You got. Don't be a coward. You got the influence. You got the power. Don't be a coward. You got the influence. You got the power. Close the new youth jail. Don't be a coward. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Love. Love. Unity. Unity. Equality. Equality. Matter.
I'm telling you that if all else fails,
Black Lives Matter.
I'm totally getting on reality.
Black Lives Matter. 50% at least. 50% at least. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Two black communities. Two black communities. Black Lives Matter. All the protesters. All the protesters. Jenny Durkin to resign! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! It's me back here.
I've seen you actually a few times now. I didn't realize this has been you the entire time.
It has been.
Yeah, I just subscribed. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I don't. I'm not seeing any of the messages right now.
Oh, I just stopped. I'm like, I can see you. I'm like, I can see you.
Oh shit, boom. There it is.
I'm like, I can see you, and I realized that's you behind me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Toxic Cutie here with more pro-alliance propaganda.
I'm going back up front.
Right on.
I'll be around.
Cheers.
We are going to get into all of our cars. The people in the back, if you go to the back, the people in the front go to the front, so we're all not going one place. We are going to get in cars and color
There is no need to rush, y'all. We are just going to get some cars.
There is no danger. We are just getting in cars.
So please walk calmly, and everyone will be getting into a car, and we will be going to our meeting spot in Alki to be safe. No one leaves alone. We are getting in calm cars.
Okay. Yo fam, I don't have a car to get into. Let me see if I can find something that looks like a, hey, how about a van?
Everyone get into cars, please.
Can we find a van to get into? That seems legit. Can I ride with you? Can I hop in the back?
Hop in the front. Go.
Oh, in the front. Okay.
Go, go, go. Please run into this car. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I got a dog.
Jesus.
All right, everyone get in. Are you good?
Hey.
I don't know if you can turn that off, but that would be appreciated,
Yep.
please.
All right, so we're going to end the stream now, guys.
Thank you. Yep.